Welcome to The Perspective.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Happy
Yay!
Monday, I guess.
Yes.
It's a rainy day, so it's a good day.
It's weird.
It is.
Why is the summer been kind of like really hot all of a sudden and then like, okay, never mind, cold.
But
rain.
I have been really okay with it, to be completely honest.
I'm not complaining either, but it's just been really weird.
It has been weird.
It's not something normal.
Mima and I have been talking about it. We were talking about it the other day. We're like, it's been really cold.
Yeah.
Like, I was dying of heat. What was it, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I was like, it's chilly out here.
Yeah.
And this morning I like walked outside to walk my dogs and I was like, it's cold.
Yeah.
So I had to run back inside and grab a jacket.
It's
Yes.
been really weird. I don't know. I'd be okay if it continued with some of this like rain sporadically through, because it's something that I like, and I like that we're not like, struggling
Yeah.
with wildfires yet, although there is the one that's on I-80, I think.
Oh.
Is it still going on?
I don't know if it's still going on.
I haven't
It like
watched-
jumped the road.
You know what?
It's like, see ya.
I'm doing this new thing where I don't watch the news.
Wow. That's got to be nice. It's got to feel really good.
So I don't know what's going on anymore.
I just get notifications about it on Twitter. So
I mean, they have there's an app that, will send you something, but I'm like, don't care.
no, I don't want push notifications for anything.
So, all right. So when it gets not rainy and cold,
Yes.
we need to talk about activities
Yes.
that you can do in the summertime.
So one of my favorite summertime activities is being into the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So camping is my fave. I mean, I just got the trailer, so it's officially going to be even more my favorite moving forward. But anything in the mountains really is my total, utter jam.
Yes.
I agree completely. I think I was talking before with producer Butters about possibly starting to car camp
Car camp.
and just use my car as like the trailer.
Your shelter?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
It's not something I would want to do, but
Me neither, but
I think it's safer than a tent.
yeah, probably. Depending on where you go,
that's true.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could be.
I mean, I have to figure out ways to keep it cool when it gets extremely hot, but
Yeah.
So we should just
Car camping
we should
is
invest
interesting.
in a small trailer.
Yeah, just a little bitty one that you could pull.
Yeah.
with my car,
Yeah.
my little.
Well, my truck or your
Yeah.
car. Or...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's options.
Well, I need 2 beds.
So I was talking to
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody the other day about my trailer, and I can't remember. I think I was talking about the down payment on it and what I ended up doing for the down payment. But she heard PopUp Trailer, and so she was thinking that was the down payment I put on the PopUp Trailer, and she was like shocked that I had spent so much money on a PopUp trailer.
That's really expensive for a pop-up
Yeah.
trailer.
I was like, no.
Have you ever had a pop-up trailer? Have you ever used one?
I've used one. I've never had one.
Oh, okay.
So never have I ever used a PopUp trailer.
They're actually kind of cool.
They're
Yeah,
really neat.
They're pretty neat.
They're very interesting to me, but I feel like I would have to buy one new, just because I
Yeah.
worry about like wear and tear of all of it.
We bought a used one.
A used pop-up trailer.
Mhm.
I get nervous about like the tent trailers too, just because they like
That's what it.
well
Anyways,
like
yes.
the ones that pop out like in normal trailers that have like your tent
Oh.
slide or whatever
Yeah. Why do you worry about that?
instead, because it falls apart.
What does?
Tent.
Well, it's a little more durable than your like tent.
Well, a little bit,
Like way more.
but still.
It's like
I don't like the condensation either.
It's a tarp. What condensation?
Like the stuff from the tent.
it doesn't happen.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that it does.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. It's not it's not
It's like a tent.
it's not a tent that you can see through.
I'm gonna put a tent on wheels, and then I'm just gonna call it good.
It's like like those like when you go out to like the vendor place, like Summerfest and
Yeah.
stuff, and they put up like the big tents.
Yeah.
They're like that thick.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
Okay.
It just scares me.
It's weird, but okay. They sleep a lot of people.
Yeah, they do. Dude, I was surprised at how many people my flipping trailer sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeps like 7.
Nice.
Full-grown men or kids?
I think so. I mean, I could lay down on it.
You buy a 10-man tent and you get 3 people in it.
Dude, I know. Seriously,
true.
they're my favorite. It's like, here, 10 people. Where? Like, no.
I mean, crammed. It's like
Sure.
sardines.
You
Yeah.
guys sleep with your knees in your chest,
Yeah.
like
Pretty much, yeah.
sitting straight up, but not laying down.
I mean, a bigger person would take up 2 or 3 of
Yeah.
those.
I was really surprised because we've got the bunks in it, and so I climbed into one of the bunks. I was like, wow, my whole body fits in here, and I can put my arms above my head.
And then claustrophobic because you have like no room above you.
Nah, it wasn't too bad. There's a decent amount of room. I could sit up in it.
Wow.
I know, bougie, little bit bougie.
I think I get a little too claustrophobic.
Really?
If I was gonna if I was in like a bunk that like it was maybe like I don't know, a foot above my head, like the roof or
Yeah.
whatever, or even the next bunk, I couldn't do it.
Really, I find a lot of, this is obviously off of our summer activities thing, but when we were camping this last go around, we've got the Murphy bed in the trailer, and so it folds up, and I had made the bed prior, so when I folded the bed back down, it was good. Everything was set. Except for I tried to climb into bed and the sheet had gotten stuck, or the blanket had gotten stuck like up in the mechanism of the Murphy bed. So I was like, I can't get it out. Dustin, you're going to have to get up out of bed so that I can pull this sheet and blanket out. And Dustin's like, I'm literally sleeping. Like, no, I'm not getting up right now for this. And so I climbed in because I was like, gosh, I'm going to feel really claustrophobic. So nice. So nice to just be like, I don't know, suffocated or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. It's like weighted blankets, though.
Okay, so do
that's
you
nice.
put the blanket over your head when you're sleeping?
Oh, no.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. Because I
That's
was
fine
like,
if I want
No.
to die. But
Yeah, right?
No.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how cold I am. I cannot do it.
I don't. But yeah, the top corner of the blanket and sheets stayed like stuck where they were. So nice.
so see, camping is gonna be different for me now because I have a CPAP.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And I have to sleep with I
Right.
don't sleep with it. I do not feel great the next day.
Right.
And so like camping, I'm gonna have to be like bougie camping.
Of course.
No.
So
The
Oh, you can always
generator.
buy like a little power station.
Yeah.
So there's one of the
Yeah, sure.
one of the big things with like the new trailers that they've been doing has been creating more space on the sides of the bed like that, because there's so many people who go camping who have like CPAP machines and then having
good.
the outlets and stuff like that. So I've got a decent size like side table,
good.
I guess, on both sides. So that's something to look forward to
Yay.
if you want to buy a new trailer.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'm not
Well,
going to buy a new trailer. No.
well, it's an option. It's there.
It is an option, but no, it's not gonna happen.
So
Yeah.
outside of camping, what are some
Hiking.
other hiking? Great.
Going to the lake,
Water
Okay.
sports.
Bear Lake.
Mountains. Got it. Okay.
What was that?
We got to keep working. Keep going.
I like going like 4-wheeler or side
Yeah.
by side. That's really fun.
Okay. So I went up on 4-wheeler, and I don't know the last time that I drove a 4-wheeler. I was probably, 18 maybe. And before that, it was never. So I've driven a 4-wheeler
That's scary.
I don't know, 2 or 3 times.
Oh.
We go up into the mountains and Dustin's like, do you want to drive a 4-wheeler? And I was like, I've driven a 4-wheeler like 3 times. And he's like, you'll be fine. It's super easy. I was like, I know it's super easy.
It's like riding a bike.
It's like riding a bike, just like it, only I don't have to balance. So
Unless you don't know how to ride a bike.
that's right. So we get up there, and my hand, I fell off of a disco ball once upon a time. And so that action of this wrecked my hand. Anyway, we get on this trail. Dustin's like, you want to turn right here? You want to keep going down this main road? I was like, yeah, let's turn right. Sounds good. This looks like a lovely little hollow. False. It was all shale rock. It was like this. And I was like, I'm going to die. Lots of leaning. And then Dustin comes up and he's like, would you like me to like move it? Would you like me to drive this 4-wheeler down to where it needs to be so that you don't have to drive it? And I was like, yeah, that'd be good. So he gets on, he's like bouncing everywhere because there's these big rocks and the shale rocks that's just sliding. And so he's got the brake on, whatever. So we keep going down. We get down to the bottom and Dustin's like, just so you know, this handle on this brake on the handle controls the front and the one by your foot controls the back. And I was like, there's one by my foot?
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
What? So I'm really surprised that I didn't fly over the handlebars because all I was using was the front brake because I didn't know and
That
we were
makes
going
sense why
down.
you were like,
I was so scared. I was freaking out.
you hardly ever use the front brake.
Oh, I
really?
always used it because I didn't know there was a foot brake.
Yeah,
I had
you're
no idea.
Not really supposed to be using. I mean, that's so if like you push the back brake and then you need a little bit in the front, but you really don't need to like all the time.
Yeah, I had no idea. So we were like 3/4 of the way into this ride, and that's all I had been using the whole
I'm
time.
really surprised
my
that you
gosh.
didn't push the brake and push the gas at the same time because it was on your foot.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really surprised about that. Like, what the hell's going on?
I don't know what's happening. So anyway, I also like four-wheeler
This
riding.
thing's broken. It won't go.
I can see that now.
I know. I know. So can I. But now that I know how to four-wheeler ride, I also like four-wheeler riding. So I learned that last weekend.
Yay.
Killer.
It's great fun.
That's funny.
I like mountain biking too.
I have never been mountain biking.
It's really fun. It's kind of scary, but it's
Yeah.
really fun.
Do you have a mountain bike
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not like the motor, like an actual bike.
What?
Are you
Like
meaning
a pedal bike?
Are you meaning
Are we
like
talk-
a motorbike?
No,
she's talking like pedal bike. Like pedal bike mountain
Yeah.
bike. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in my garage. You've seen him. You've seen Chimmy.
I have.
Yeah, I introduced you. I was like, that's Chimmy.
Surprise.
We don't go to your garage.
That's true.
That's very true.
But yeah, he's broken. He has a broken leg. I have to fix it.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll probably be good to not be up in the mountains with
The
that.
axle broke, so I
Ooh.
took it to get fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But now, I don't know what they did. It's too big. The axle's too big, I guess.
Oh, weird.
Because when I pedal, it grinds, and I'm like, ah. So I have
Yeah.
to take it back.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Have you seen the price of those things? Some of those bikes?
Dude, I want an e-bike really bad, but it's like $3,000.
Yeah, I was like, who pays that much for a bike?
I would if I wore Versace, but I
Whoa.
don't. So
I would if I lived closer.
I think me too. It's like 19 flipping miles for me to bike in.
It's only 14 for me, but yeah.
I don't want to do that. But I thought about it. I thought about getting one because I think where I live, there's a lot of really cool trails and stuff that I could take it up.
Yes.
But again, it's $3,000, so
Yeah.
Yes.
pass.
It's too grand.
Yes.
I'll pass on it.
All
But
right. So what about Fido?
yeah, what are we
What
doing
about
with Fido?
Fido? So one of the things that I found researching camping and car camping is that dogs aren't allowed in most national parks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to find things to do with your dog. So I just kind of found like a few things that you could do with and bring along your dog.
All right.
Bring it on.
Like Bryce Canyon National Park is actually dog friendly
Interesting.
And
That doesn't
some-
surprise me, actually.
in some parts because
Yeah.
I know I walked down one trail that said dogs weren't allowed on it. So you have to be careful and research which ones. Then Dead Horse Point State Park is also dog
Is that
friendly.
in Moab?
Yeah, Moab,
Mm-hmm.
Utah.
It's a pretty place.
You can also do Moab rafting and canoe.
I would not take my dog on a raft.
Yeah.
That terrifies me.
I would take it like canoeing as long as it has like a
Life jacket?
life jacket. Yeah.
I've taken my dog with a life jacket. Nope. We took her to Causey. She bailed off. That was it. She was like, I'm out. See ya. And it was so cold. I had to jump in and go get her. I was like, ungrateful. You don't know what I'm doing for you right now. Son of a gun.
Rude. We also have toadstool hoodoos and
It's Canab.
thank you.
Yeah. So I
believe
have
that's what it says.
Canab. Utah.
Canab. So I have been to, it's not toadstool hoodoos, but they're similar too in outside of Vernal. There's a little area. It's called Fantasy Canyon, but I can't remember what the technical term of the town is. And it's so weird because have you seen the hoodoos and things?
Mm-mm.
Like they're really neat, I think. Let me look.
I think they're really
I
neat.
think
I
they're pretty
gotta
neat.
double check. I gotta double check on it because I'm pretty sure that it's so pretty similar to, but they're much smaller, little like formations. Anyway, it's this weird like 1 acre patch maybe of these growths. It almost looks like out of the ground, and it's so weird because you walk around, you're like, wow, that was neat. I drove 4 hours for that. Okay, we're leaving now. And it's like gray. Like it's like gray sludgy dirt. I'll
like
send you
clay then.
kinda, yeah. I'll send you a picture
It's
of it.
like my basement.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's very interesting. Anyway.
Okay, so there's I guess there's one in Big Weber, Utah. Epic Adventure Sites,
Uh-huh.
unless that's an advertisement.
Oh,
Could be.
epic adventure rides. Yeah, so you can take Fido on an adventure ride.
So it looks like you just put them in the back of your side by side.
Nice.
Basically. The one that surprised me actually that's on here is Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument.
Really?
Yeah, they said that leashed pets are welcome to explore the series of monoliths, slot canyons, natural bridges, arches, cliffs, and terrace that make up the area.
Interesting.
I think a lot of these ones are the ones that don't get not hit, but like visited as often as the major ones.
Yeah, I
Probably.
could see that because like Zion is always really busy and Bryce is pretty busy too. But in Vernal, there's a lot of really cool little areas that have, I don't know, slot canyon-ish looking things. And it's an interesting little area. But there was one time I remember we took our dog. This is just kind of a caveat for when you do take your animals to places like this, make sure that you're aware of the surroundings. Because I remember taking Teasel, who's my red heeler, we took her out and we were just kind of moseying around, running, playing, whatever. And Teasel jumped in. She like ran and slid into this like hole basically that was, I don't even know how deep. It wasn't super duper deep, but it was like, it took up the entire walkway area. And so she ran and tried to stop herself and slid in and ended up falling in. Dustin somehow, I don't know how, because it was deeper on this side. It was like a staircase almost. It was deeper on this side than it was on this side. Dustin somehow like parkoured off of the wall over to this other area. And he was able to reach down and grab her and pull her back up, because otherwise I have no idea how deep it was, but it was like this big like pool. I don't even know, just from rainwater that had collected over the years.
Wow.
But anyway, so just be aware when you're going out there. I was terrified that she was going to like die because I didn't know how to get her out. I had no
Right.
idea. So
It's scary.
yeah.
Definitely taking like Fido or your dogs with you. You have to definitely make sure that they're safe.
Yep.
Also, one of the things is this one is outside of Utah, but you can actually take your dogs to the Grand Canyon as long as they stay above the rim. They can't actually go on the trails.
Yeah.
But you also have to be careful with their like paws. Make
Yes.
sure that it's not too hot, not too cold. And then also like be careful with rocks, because even rocks can hurt. And
They're
like
pokey.
yeah,
Like think about it for yourself. If you're walking on a stabby rock, you don't love that.
yeah.
I don't love that.
And so your doggies won't like that. Your puppies.
Yeah. And bring water, please.
Lots of water and food.
Yes.
They have cool little gadgets where it's like a water bottle and you just tipped it over.
They're pretty cool. Sweet.
So my dogs have collapsible.
I like the collapsible ones.
They're so much fun.
Put them on a backpack, call it good.
Yep.
Yep.
It's all good.
That's some good stuff. Cool.
All right. Well, this has been The Perspective. Bye.
Yay.